All right, guys. So let's talk about the decanoate ester that Rick mentioned. Deca Durabolin, that's the ester that's attached to it. We're talking about the long ester here of Nandrolone. And here's the thing, it's kind of frustrating because a lot of people just call Deca Durabolin Deca, but they don't understand that Deca refers to the ester attached. There is something called testosterone decanoate. I don't mean to confuse you guys, but that is just the ester attached. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're using, if someone says I'm using decanoate, they could be using testosterone decanoate, for example. Doesn't necessarily mean Deca Durabolin that they're using.
Yeah, Steve, you're absolutely right. Sometimes we mistake because the way these names have been adopted by bodybuilders in the underground, we mistake certain things. What you're saying is right. DECA describes nandrolone undecanoate. When you're talking about nandrolone phenylpropionate, it's just nandrolone phenylpropionate. It's not DECA anymore. But we just say DECA for short. But really, the base hormone is nandrolone, just like we discussed in podcast 278, equipoise. Now, boldenone is the base hormone. Equipoise is boldenone undercyclinate, right? If you had boldenone cypionate, which does exist, then it's just boldenone cypionate. It's not equipoise anymore. Equipoise is the name given to boldenone undercyclinate. And the base hormone is boldenone. In this case, nandrolone is the base hormone.
All right, guys, so let's talk about how it works. Now, first off, Deca Durabolin, anyone who's used it, you know that it helps to boost your appetite. It helps to build muscle and strength by enhancing protein synthesis. Big shocker, you know, that's what most steroids do. It helps promote IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor production, and it helps stop the rise in glucocorticoid hormones, which attack your muscle growth and prevent you from gaining. So that's why when you run DECA on cycle, just like most steroids, you can gain a lot more muscle and that you don't have to worry about it basically getting, ripped away from you when you're on it. You can continue just to build and build and build. DECA is also excellent at increasing nitrogen retention in the muscles. And it's known on paper as being one of the better ones for that. So historically, that's why guys, a lot of people have used it in the past to help with, muscle wasting. So it can definitely help you if you're a smaller guy and you're struggling to put on mass. It is a good one to use for those reasons. Rick, have you noticed that as well when you've used it, some of these benefits?
Yeah, DECA is very anabolic and not very androgenic. So it lets you add more anabolic hormones to your cycle without necessarily having any additional side effects. That's a good thing about DECA.